might see it as a little bit extreme.
It can be a dangerous job, so that's why we have high-risk licence.
It can be a scary job.
WA has some really extreme jobs, from plunging depths and confined spaces to dizzying heights. All you need to do is dare to step out from behind your desk.
Exhilarating, it's a bit dangerous, it's a bit, you've got to have your wits about yourself.
This is Shannon Coward's office, towering above the ground. He's a rigger working more than 40 metres up. There's nothing but mesh between him and the ground below. Take a look down.
There's a nice view over the roof, but you can see the water's just there.
Shannon manoeuvres the lift arm into place, slowly rising up the face of the construction. This is no place for anyone with a fear of heights.
I have riggers today that don't like going up at heights, and that's what they do for a job, and I'm like, you're in the wrong career, mate.
Once positioned, Shannon is bolting together the steel construction. It's like a giant Meccano set.
It literally is a Meccano set, basically. It's just for adults.
It might be an adult's game these days, but Shannon got his love for heights as a kid.
Always had a bit of a passion for it, and sort of at heights, I guess, building tree houses and whatnot, so I guess I've just followed that. I haven't grown up enough yet.
If towering construction's not your thing, and I can tell you it's certainly not mine, imagine trying to do all of this underwater.
Basically, we're underwater labour, so everything that sort of does get done or that's completed on surface, we can do underwater.
Sean Williamson from Shorewater Marine shares his workplace with the creatures of the deep.
See the odd shark every now and again. We see, got to watch out for the blue ring ockies and, lionfish, gurnets and that sort of stuff that you can get stabbed or stung by.
As a commercial diver, Sean does underwater construction and maintenance work, like these jetty pylons. It's a job where plenty can go wrong.
Safety's pretty important, I would imagine, isn't it?
Yes, every dive we get in, we always make sure that's obviously, a main concern is getting in the water, making sure that we've got communications, making sure we've got standby and our three sources of air. We have a main supply of air which comes from a common term as a hooker, and then we have our backup air, and then we wear a bail-out bottle. So if all else fails, our main source of air, we have our bail-out which gets us out of the water.
How long do you go down for?
Look, it depends on the depth you're working in. Obviously, we've got time restrictions with with the different depth levels. So, but basically, we're working onshore. So, we usually sort of spend between 1.5 to 2 hours in the water.
While underwater, the divers do pretty much the same sort of construction work as people on the land, drilling, welding. But down here, they have more in common with astronauts than builders.
Is it a bit claustrophobic working like that?
It takes a little bit getting used to, as you can see, probably in here. Once you put your head in there, you haven't got, you don't really have much peripheral vision, or you're quite squashed in there. And once you're in there, you actually need a person to get you out.
Could I get you to swap it for an office job?
No, definitely not. No, thank you.
If underwater construction leaves you a bit cold, this next job is really going to make you itch. What have you got going on in here?
We've got a bit of a bug problem in here, a little problem we've been asked to deal with.
So what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a pest controller, but I do a specialised line of pest control, so we specialise in bed bugs.
It's enough to make your skin crawl, or at least leave you with some very nasty bites. Blood-sucking parasites that can take over the house. Welcome to the world of Terry Glasson.
It can be a bit scary when you get a heavy infestation. When you get a heavy infestation of bed bugs, you're talking tens of thousands of bugs virtually converging on a room or a bed.
It's time to suit up and get to work. The first line of defence is steam. Every inch of fabric in the house is gone over. Then the house has to be fumigated.
Because it's so vital that you get rid of, as I say, every single bug and egg. So you have to break that life cycle and make sure you kill them all. So it is very intense to get rid of them, but there's no half measures with bed bugs.
And while the thought of doing this for a living might make you want to crawl back under your office desk, Terry wouldn't trade places with anyone.
Do you like your job?
I love my job. We're doing good things for people. We're doing something that a lot of people can't achieve. We're actually getting rid of bed bugs for people.
So can we get you to trade jobs for some of WA's most extreme?
I love my job, absolutely.
Makes you feel very itchy. It's not very nice dinner time conversation.
Yeah, couldn't find a better job.